Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Beer Guys Going Wine. I'm Dave.
And I'm John.
And this is our 2020 St. Patty's Day celebration.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day, John. Give here.
Oh, look at you go.
Look at this guy.
Right.
Look at him. He's a rock star.
Phenomenal.
He looks great.
So,
I just got a little boa here. Little boa working. Little Irish cap.
fantastic.
He's got
Fantastic.
I did a little
Fantastic.
5K.
And he's
I
been
ran
working
a 5K.
out. Been working out since last episode.
Yeah, I've been working out, so
We're very proud of him. Very
you
proud
might
of him.
notice that.
So tonight we're going to talk about Napa Valley, and we're talking about the different AVAs of Napa Valley. Now, in the past, what we've talked about was the Napa floor. There
Yes.
are 16 appellations.
That's
in
right. He's
Napa
looking
Valley.
at me for confirmation.
Just to make sure, right?
You can just
so
tell
there's
that.
16 appellations.
I'll let you know if
there's
you
8
screw
on the
up.
floor, and there's 8 along the mountain ranges along the side.
Valley, not
In the
really
valley.
floor, but
On the floor.
whatever.
So what we decided this time is to explore the mountain valleys, and what I've picked is the
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. What we've decided is to explore the mountain ranges, not the valleys. Go ahead.
Did I say the valleys?
Yeah. That's all right. Don't worry.
We're
that's
going
all
to
here.
explore the mountain ranges. So I picked the Los Cornellas
What the hell
mountain
are you
range.
saying?
The Los Cornellas mountain range.
He's very
right?
good with these.
Yes. And Los Cornellas is located in the southern border of Napa Valley.
Side
So
of
actually, the
Napa.
Cornellas
Los
actually has
Cornellas.
Napa Valley side, and there is a Sonoma Valley side.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. On the other side of the mountain
Now,
is Sonoma.
the climate, or the terroir, as they say.
Well, no, the terroir is actually the land.
Right, it's the land and the climate. It's
And the
all
climate,
together.
right, it's together.
It's actually a
You're
little bit cooler over there.
What
What do you
is
think
that?
that the highest temperature of the mountain is there?
It depends. I'm not sure.
80 degrees. 80 degrees.
That's
all right?
the highest temperature.
That's the highest temperature,
That's excellent.
isn't it? So you're in California, and the highest temperature of Cornelius is.
Can you ever ski there?
They didn't say anything about skiing.
Yeah, there's
No,
skiing.
it's not. No snow.
The-
But it's
the
80
mountains
degrees.
are covered
so what
in,
does that make it good
wine
for? Does that make
vineyards
it good
or
for?
grape
What
vineyards.
type of grape does it make it good for?
Well, actually,
I'll answer that. The best is
Pinot
Noir
Noir.
because it's a colder grape,
It is.
right? It's a tighter grape.
Oh, you're doing
Your
Pinot Noir? I thought we were doing Cabernet still.
No, you thought
Oh, you
wrong.
changed your
You thought
mind?
wrong. You thought wrong.
So evidently,
So
what
we're
we
doing
do
the
is,
Pinot Noir.
so
right?
we have a plan going into these things, right? And we say, all right, let's do this. So we both go out and we select wines, right? And we pick the wines that we feel,
So anyway,
appropriate.
before this gets too
He-
long-winded,
He goes out and we said, let's do Cabernet Sauvignon on the mountains like we were
but it's
doing
going to be
in
something
Napa.
different because most of the time when you think of
He's a
Napa
wild
Valley,
card. Look at his hair.
No, but when you think of Napa Valley, you think of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Right. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. So in this Cornelius,
Surprise to me, too.
in this Cornelius mountain range, they use a
Los
a
Cornelius.
a
If you're gonna say it,
Chardonnay.
say it right.
I'm not going to say it right because I'm a beer guy and I really don't care. How about those apples?
Well, that's important.
How about those apples?
I
It's
think
not that important. No, it's not that important.
I would
It's
love
not.
to be able
Look
to
at
flip
this.
my hair
Look at that.
because I can't
Right?
do that.
No, but in the colder regions, they have the Pinot Noir, they have the Chardonnay, and they have the Merlots.
That's correct.
All
That's
right.
correct. We
So
haven't done Pinot
because
Noir,
down
so I'm
there-
very interested.
Because down there,
Can I open
they're
it?
about 30 miles.
As you're talking,
Hang on, they're about 30 miles from the ocean.
He is
So they're getting
talking,
their,
that's awesome.
they're getting the
Here, I'll do
cold.
it, I'll do it.
They're
You
getting
can
the,
talk.
they're getting the cold air that's coming across that, and that's what keeps it cold. It's
Here's
not
a little
sweat.
trick.
Not a
Sometimes they put these on loose, and you can just twist.
We're not.
No, and take this off, and you don't even have to cut it. It's a great job. This is beautiful, but you don't even need it half the time. Just a little
That was
trick.
fantastic.
I learned that.
Where'd you learn that from?
I learned that from a waiter.
Did you really?
I did.
That's great.
That's great, isn't it?
That's awesome. Right.
So
So what do you think? What do you think the rainfall is? The average rainfall?
I'm going to say 4 inches a year.
4 inches a year.
Yeah. That's just a guess.
You have no freaking idea.
I have no idea.
4 inches a year. Could you imagine? They would have been dead. 4 inches a year.
That's right. We're not talking Vegas.
No. 24 inches 2 foot a year of rain.
Well,
That's all they get up there.
I had the
So
floor,
what do you
right?
think? So what do you think the soil's like up there? Is it soft and mush? Is
No. No,
like
because
clay.
it's up on a mountain.
It's clay.
Back-
So the
we don't
wine,
know that yet.
the wine that I picked today was called a Beaulieu Vineyard. Beaulieu.
What the heck are you doing?
That's what it's called.
Let me
Beaulieu.
see.
That's
Can
how
I-
you say
Can
it.
I look at it?
Look it. You tell me it's called Beaulieu. Beaulieu.
Beaulieu.
Beaulieu. All right. So it's Beaulieu Vineyards. Now, previously in one of our
B-E-L-U.
episodes, we did a Beaulieu, but we went out of Rutherford.
Yes.
Because that's where they're located at.
New Jersey.
Rutherford
Not New
is
Jersey.
Rutherford is on the valley floor.
On the valley
of
floor.
Napa.
So now,
Outstanding wine there.
so now,
Cabernet.
when I was getting my
not Pinot.
facts together, I'm thinking, boy, how can they call this a Carnarius? And they're up in, right?
It is horrible.
Right? Cornerius?
No.
What is it?
Los Corneros.
Cornerius.
All right. That's okay though.
For all
could
my
be
Spanish
wrong.
friends, I do apologize.
I could be
Los
wrong.
Corneros,
I
right?
could be wrong, but I have a little bit better Spanish accent than you.
I missed that chapter. So Los Corneros, right? So I called over there, right? I called over there because I wanted to find out where they were at. Because I figured it was Rutherford. No, seriously. So I figured it was
Don't touch
Rutherford.
me.
No, I figured it was Rutherford, right? So Rutherford, so I called over to Rutherford,
Okay.
right? I called over to Beaulieu and I was kind of said, hey, do you guys have a vineyard in Los
Corneros.
Corneros? And I got the
Corneros.
specialist on the phone,
Corneros.
right? She got on the phone and she said to me,
Did she really?
Yes.
That's outstanding.
First, I got the customer service person, and I told her what we were doing, how we kind of talk about this stuff.
He goes
So
on
she
and on.
went and got a specialist.
Okay.
She brought the specialist on, and I said, listen, this is what we got going on. I'm doing a wine for the southern part of Napa Valley, up in the mountains. I noticed you have Los Corneros.
That's good. That's
And,
close.
right? And I noticed that the wine itself is a little bit cooler there. I said, but how can you be doing this out of
How's the
Rutherford?
wine cool?
Because of the temperature.
Yeah, you just
Right,
said-
because of
yeah.
the grapes
Okay,
are poor,
okay,
right?
okay.
Because that's what a Pinot
Right.
Noir. So I says to her,
You
how
says
can you be?
I says to
I
her.
says, how could you be in Rutherford and doing this? And she goes, oh, we have just a couple acres of whatever vineyards down there, grapes that we grow, and then they ship the grapes up to Rutherford. Okay, fine.
Oh, so they have some. What they do is a lot of people will do this. There's a big area and there's vineyards there, and different wineries will actually buy plots of land,
Acreage, right?
acreage, right? And they'll grow their grapes there. Either someone will take care of it
Right.
and grow it all, and then they have the grapes from that area that they pull and they bring to their location.
Right. So what she explained to me is, and I said, well, it's a Pinot Noir. And she goes, actually, for Pinot Noir to be on the label, it has to be in the bottle, it has to be 75% Pinot Noir. Right?
Yep.
And from that 75%, only 85% of that grape has to be from that region. Or is
Okay.
that from that AVA?
That's right. That's right. We
So it's
talked
kind of
about
interesting.
that.
So
yeah,
the-
we talked
so-
about that.
So
in our-
these wineries down there, even though they have a vineyard down there, they can actually be pulling grapes from other places.
and why they do that is to make it just a more drinkable wine. It tastes different.
Now, what was great when I asked her, I said, okay, so if this is 75% of a Pinot Noir, what's the rest of it?
Yes, that's it.
And this is the wine, and she says, I really don't know. That's what she said to me. She said to me, well, we're working on the 2021 right now. I have to look to see what it is.
Wow.
And I said, oh, interesting. I expected it to be like a Merlot or
So
what else,
when we
you know?
had the Cabernet Sauvignons, they have it listed. 87% Cabernet Sauvignon.
And I noticed on the bottle there was no breakdown. This is a huge winery.
Okay.
This
now-
is not a small winery. So I'm giving just a little background
Yeah,
on how
no,
this
keep
winery's
talking.
work. All right.
He can talk all he wants. It's just getting a little too much. I'm gonna pour some wine here.
Just a little background on
No, it's
the
very
area
interesting.
and what's going on.
Actually, I'm very impressed with your
Who's this?
pulling up the winery. This is my
this
wife.
is John's wife going for a free glass of wine.
Yeah, she goes in there.
We love her.
So
Crazy as she is, we love her. What?
it's a 2015.
It's a 2015. So we're talking 5 years old. So it's dated pretty good. How much was this wine? You asked me.
I happen to have
Oh,
a.
that's a good question.
Did you ask me how much this
How
wine
much
was?
is that wine?
Oh, John, thanks. This wine was $31.
Wow.
Yes, interesting.
So let's take a look at the color here.
All right. Now I got my sunglasses on. Okay, can you help me out? I got my sunglasses on. I can't see this.
This is a garnet color, has a little brownish on the edge. Let's give it a smell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. No, because I did a little reading on it, so I
All
know.
right.
I got some preconceived ideas.
All right, so right away, I'm not getting fruit out of this. I'm getting a little
Very light.
oakiness,
Excellent.
a mineral oaky
Lot of oak.
spiciness.
Yep. Not heavy.
That's
Not
what I'm-
heavy.
Not heavy.
No, it's very light.
Let's
Taste
give
it.
this a taste. I'm getting a little spice on this too, and I'm getting a little top of the roof of the.
Yep. Go ahead. Say it.
Right.
Say it, John. Say it, John. Bring it out, John.
That's right.
Bring it out.
It's hitting the roof of my mouth. It definitely.
A little dry.
Yeah.
A little dry. Right there. Right at the top of the mouth.
I'm getting dryness in the front and dryness up top.
I'm not getting heavy on the lips. I'm getting it more to the top of my top
Him
of
and
my
his
mouth.
lips.
Yep.
Him and his lips. He loves his lips.
I love my lips.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, here she goes.
Also acidic.
Not
Also-
not a heavy finish.
No.
It's all in the mouth, up top, and towards the back of the mouth.
Fine.
I like this.
Um,
I like this. There's
And-
there's a little taste to it.
and I don't have a whole lot of spice taste in this.
No, it's not heavy. It's just
No. No. But
but there
there
is
is
something in the midline.
there.
Maybe a darker berry, a vanilla taste. There's a tint of vanilla in
See,
there.
I'm even getting oak flavor.
There's a lot of oak.
I'm getting
I'd be
oak
interested to see
flavor
the
in
barrels.
this.
Now, a lot of times when they
Is this barrel aged?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't
that
know how
was-
they're. I don't
That
know.
would have been a good question if
right
you talked
at this
to them.
point. Right.
He did talk to them, evidently.
I could
He
get
didn't
him on
ask
the
that
phone.
question.
That maybe not be there right now.
But I enjoy the wine. I do.
If
I
you
really
had
enjoy
if you
it.
had to compare this to a Cabernet versus a Pinot Noir,
Oh, they're two different
Which
areas.
what
Although
gets
we did do a mountaintop
right.
Cabernet, and that was lighter. That was very much lighter, similar to this, where it was higher in acidity. It is a dry wine, but I'm getting a little bit of the roof of the mouth. I'm not exactly sure how to describe that, but it's still a good wine. I think it's. A
I
good
think
wine.
this is real good.
Yeah.
This is real good. I think.
No, this is not for beginners. So if you're going to go out and get your first bottle of wine, I don't think I would get this because
I mean, are you talking like a Sutter home, or are you talking?
listen, he's very like entrenched in this because he bought the wine. I'm just going to tell you the way it is, right? So it might not be for the the beginner.
You're
But-
right. You're right.
But after that,
for somebody who wants to taste something and feel the wine, I think you're right.
yeah,
No, I agree with you. I don't,
not a bad wine at all.
If you're talking about a beginner being somebody who drinks it and it goes straight down, and
Right.
say, okay, great.
right. They're more looking for this has balance, has complexity.
A little more complexity. Excellent word.
Yep,
I
this
absolutely
definitely
agree.
does.
No, I
And
agree.
I enjoy it. It's
It's
something.
right.
This is
If
something.
you're looking for something to come back at you, this will give you a little something.
This is something you could sit by the fire
Right.
with your wife
Or
your-
girlfriend.
or girlfriend,
What?
you know,
Whatever.
or both.
Whatever.
Hey, if you're lucky.
Yo.
right?
Your guy
No,
friend,
I'm just kidding.
whatever you're into. We don't judge here. This is the no
There's
judgment
no
zone.
I mean, look, he looks like a girl, right? He looks cute too. Anyway, but you wait for me. You could definitely just open a bottle and
Right.
drink this by the fire, or drink this out on the porch. This is a really nice
Good wine. I like
drinking
it.
wine. If you're going to compare this
Oh boy.
to a beer, say, how does this wine compare to a beer? So that when you're looking at different wines, like, should I get this? Should I not? how do we compare it? Like, what do we put it? What do we put it?
You know
next
what's
to?
interesting? And I was driving over to the wine store the other day. I was excited to go into the wine store. Normally I would blow right past the wine store. You know?
What's that thing? Yeah, no.
So
Absolutely.
let's look at a beer. All right. So the first thing I look at is this a wine that I would drink, going to a ball game, sit in front of a fire, sit in the house, come eat with dinner. And I think this is a wine that I would enjoy to sit down, relax, and drink. So
I have an idea where he's going on this.
My go-to bottle of wine would be an Amstel Light. I love Amstel Light.
No
I think
way.
Amstel Light is just a great drinking, relaxing, sit-down beer, and I could drink probably 6 to 12 of them and be fine with it without being, I'm tired of it. And I think this wine here is something that I could probably drink a couple good glasses and not be like, oh, I'm done, I gotta stop, I just don't feel sick. You know, I just don't feel right.
So with Dave, 9 out of 10 wines are Amstel Light comparisons, right? So it's tough to take
Could
that.
be a fault, but hey.
It's tough to take that. But believe it or not, I'm going to agree with them today.
All right.
I'm going to agree with them today.
So
here's the hold on.
The
hold
last
on.
one is
Hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm not done with my
Okay.
my beer analysis.
Go.
So I don't think I'm not a huge Amstel Light fan,
right.
but I do enjoy it sometimes, right? So this I think falls in the same vein as that, where
All right. So
It's
a scale to 1 to 5.
1 to 5. I would give this a probably a 3.5.
Woo! I'm right with you. I was thinking that. I
3.5.
absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I think a 3.5 is right where I'm at.
3.5 to 4, right in that area, right?
Yep.
3.5 to 4,
Right.
Which to me, a 3. If you have a 3, that means I'm drinking that, right? That's a good wine to me,
Yep. Yep.
right? So a 3.5 to me is now we're starting to get into the better wines, and I think this is a better wine. I think it's a good wine. I really do.
You know what I say it is? It's better now, better now. A wise man once said, better now, better now.
Better now. Better now.
That was
That's
Post
Post
Malone.
Malone.
That was Post Malone.
Slainte.
Salute.